making a chicken. Why would I not pick this camera up now? So anyways, welcome back to the vlog. It is Monday in the afternoon. I finished off my last week's vlog this morning, and we've just kind of had like a computer heavy work from home day, which has been really nice. So Ty is going to be home from work shortly, so I figured I would get started on dinner. So we're really just picking right up, okay? So I am doing a whole roasted chicken tonight. You'll see in my back, I have lots of stuff going on in the counter. I also am making a new batch of sourdough English muffins, which I started this morning at 5 in the morning. I let it rise throughout the day, and I just shaped them, and I'm gonna let them rise for another couple of hours. But yeah, I figured I would walk you through what I'm doing for dinner. So we did buy like a bunch of bulk chickens at Costco, and so I basically just am taking my Dutch oven. This is really dirty, don't look at this, oh my god. And I just am cutting up some onions and putting them in the bottom of my pan. And then I'm also saving this onion because I'm gonna put some on the inside of the chicken. If you don't like raw meat, I'm sorry, I'm probably gonna cut this because it's gonna be gross. But once I put it in the oven, I will let you know how it goes. But anyways, hey, welcome back. All right, so this is how she's looking. I just brushed it with some olive oil and then put some salt, pepper, garlic powder, thyme. I did chop up some onions in the bottom, and then I do have an onion inside. And this right here is just some of the, like last time I cooked a chicken like this, this right here is concentrated chicken stock from the last time that I cooked a full whole chicken like this. So this was just kind of like the bits that was left in the bottom that I did filter out. And so there's a little bit of fat in there, and there's a little bit of like really concentrated chicken broth. So that's going to melt in the oven. And then I'm going to baste this every 30 minutes with the juice of the concentrated chicken stock. And of course the juice that this chicken is going to produce. So yeah, I'm going to throw that in the oven and baste it every 30 minutes for the next hour and a half. We're gonna go check to see if the chickens have any eggs for us. I missed the sunset, but Mabel's coming with us too. We had one egg, but I'm not gonna show it to you because it's really gross. But I'm gonna eat that for breakfast tomorrow morning. Good morning and happy Tuesday. It is check-in day, and this morning I did get to sleep in a little bit. And I ended up getting about 7 hours and 45 minutes of sleep, which was really nice. It took me a while to fall asleep last night, but that is okay. And I've been reading a book that I've been really enjoying, so I've been reading that before bed, which has been helping. But yeah, I just made my coffee. I am not going to drink it yet because my check-ins are fasted, so I put it in one of these like travel mugs to keep it warm. So I'm going to put that to the side. I did weigh myself this morning, and I am down to 116.2. So last week I think I was sitting around 117.5-ish. So we did end up with a significant drop this week, which is kind of crazy. I mean, yeah, yesterday when I weighed myself, I was still at 117.5, but the days before I was lower. So I think it's just kind of a day-by-day thing. Lennon's coming to join me. But yes, I'm curious to see what coach says. But overall, I mean, been feeling good. I feel like I've been looking leaner. And yeah, so I'm going to throw my posing suit on, and I'm going to take my check-in videos for coach. And I'll keep you updated on what she says, what her feedback is, but I'm really enjoying my plan, and I'm really enjoying the process so far. Today is also just a really special day with work as well, because it is awards day, and we are getting together as an office for our yearly luncheon, and we just get to celebrate the accomplishments of all the wonderful agents that we work with, and of course of ourselves. And so yeah, it's just going to be a day that I'm really going to take the time to reflect upon the past year, because this year has been, it's been different, but I'm really feeling good about how
things are moving and the way that things are kind of progressing. And so I just want to take a moment to be super grateful for that, because I feel like for the longest time real estate was my whole life, whereas now I feel like I have different hobbies, I guess. I don't know. It can consume you if you let it. And I think I got to a point last year where I let it, and it was something that really affected me. And so it put me in a weird headspace last year, and it took me a while to get out of it, to be quite honest with you. So I will probably chat with you a bit more about that later. But yeah, it's just going to be a day of reflecting on how, although things look a little bit different, they're better than ever nonetheless. So that's my 2 cents pre-check-in, pre-coffee brain. So I am going to throw on my posing suit, get my heels on, get this over with so I can have my coffee and have my breakfast, okay? So thanks for the chat. Bye.
Hello and welcome back. I did walk on the treadmill for a little bit this morning. I got one of my one-to-one client check-ins done, and I'm going to be heading into the office because we do have our awards ceremony today. So I wanted to kind of do a little yap sesh while I packed my lunch for the day, because I do work after as well and I have to get my lift in. So I probably won't be home until after 7 tonight. So I am going to be bringing my 3 meals with me, and then I'll have my creamy when I get home this evening. But yeah, let me grab my food and then we will get to chatting. All right, so these are the 3 meals that I am bringing with me. This one is my lunch meal. So it's sweet potato, cheesy broccoli, and chicken breast. I did make a whole chicken last night and I just used up the chicken breast in here. This is my post-workout meal, which I will be having after my lift before my showings this evening. So it is just brown basmati rice, cheesy broccoli, and then chicken again. And I am gonna be packing my Tabasco in here because I love hot sauce on my chicken. And then of course my pre-workout, which is just my standard Elevate cream of rice, peanut butter, and blueberries. So that is what I am packing for my lunch. I still have a little bit of coffee left that I'm kind of sipping on, and these containers are the best because it keeps it warm. But yeah, I did just want to chat a little bit about like this past year, and kind of like, I don't know, I just wanted to take a minute to be appreciative. I always do try to reflect on awards day each and every year. So I am, once again, in real estate. I am a full-time real estate agent, and I have really just kind of discovered a passion for fitness. I've always had that love for it within, but this past year I've learned so much about my body. I've learned so much about the process, about bodybuilding, about just how amazing having a routine in your life can be. And so this year I've almost feel like, I don't want to say real estate took a back seat, but I did have a situation last year where I had some words spoken over me, and that really put my mind in like a negative headspace when it comes to real estate. And it really affected me a lot more than I should have let it affect me. And so to feel, last year just felt heavy, I think, between how I was feeling internally about myself within my career, and also how I think the world perceives the career option that I have chosen. And I mean, I got into real estate when I was 20 years old. I started my schooling right out of university, and I became officially licensed when I was 21 years old. So I am now in my 6th year of real estate. So I've kind of seen it all, and I feel like I've grown so much within those 6 years. And you know, when I started out, it was obviously a very different market, and I was on my own, and it was really easy for me to just put everything that I had into work. However, this past year, I've really tried to almost like take a step back, because I didn't want real estate to be my entire life. Like, you know, it's a job where you work a lot of evenings and weekends, and obviously now I have a family. Like, I have Ty and I have people around me that I love, and You know, my parents, my grandparents, and Ty's parents, no one's getting any younger. So it's really become apparent to me this year that I need to make time for the people that I love, and I need to make space for the things that I love too, because it can consume you. And being in the headspace that I was in last year, it affected like my personal life too. Like it affected the way that I went about my relationships, my friendships. And I think when you kind of feel, you kind of get down on yourself and you almost second guess everything that you do. And I think I just very much got caught up in these negative thoughts that I had in my mind and just not feeling good enough, to be quite honest. And I need to take a step back. And this is why I love a day like today, because it like almost makes me emotional, because it's like, man, I'm so young and I've done so much for myself. Whew. I need to take a breather. I am getting emotional. I think that last year was very much a year that I learned that I do not need to be put in this box of real estate. I can be successful in other ways, and I can empower people the way that I felt empowered last year by fitness. And this is just one of the reasons why I'm doing this, because when I felt like things were not going my way and I was in a really dark place last year, I had fitness. If I can make one person feel the way that, you know, fitness kind of made me feel last year when I was in a spot that I didn't really want to be in, then that's all that I can ask for, really. And so today I am celebrating 5 years of being a successful realtor, and I am celebrating receiving the Award of Excellence this year for my 5 years. So with that, I'm gonna leave you. This is kind of a ramble. I don't know if any of this made sense. I'm sorry that I got emotional, but it's just, today's a special day. So thank you for listening if you are still here. And with that, I am going to clean up the house a little bit before I leave, and I will probably talk to you later.
Let's go. I wake up to a little bit of drool on my pillow, feel like it's gonna be a bad day. Yeah, I'm tired of shit, and the coffee ain't hit yet, damn, ain't that great. I don't wanna go to work, cause my boss is a jerk, and I'm not even that paid. I need a change in my life, cause I don't feel alive, and there's nothing that makes me happy. Hold my beer for a minute, I'm about to quit my job, cash in for a ticket. I'm going on a trip and I don't plan to visit. I'm gonna stay there till I feel like I'm winning, and this is just the beginning. I need a big change, help me feel like living. I need a big swing, home runs I'm hitting, and I'll never look back, moving on till I get it all. And we all got dreams, we all want things, but what you gonna do for it? How you gonna move for it? What you gonna be? And do you believe you can do anything? But what you gonna do for it? How you gonna move for it? What you gonna be? Yeah, this is my life, my strife, my right to fight, to die on. And this is my game to play, to claim a brand new name, oh. And I ain't gonna lie to you, I'm a bit nervous that I might screw everything up that I've ever done. But what's the point of living if you ain't having fun? I guess I'll try this, try that, might miss, gotta find what I'm good at. I guess I look here, look there, over where am I scared, where am I at? I gotta make it in this life, whatever makes me happy, know I'm doing things right. Sipping in the summer on a goose and Sprite, or find a nightclub for the end of the night, oh. And we all got dreams, we all want things, but what you gonna do for it, how you gonna move for it, what you gonna be? And do you believe you can do anything? But what you gonna do for it, how you gonna move for it, what you gonna be?
It has been a hot minute since I talked to you, but it is now Saturday morning. It is 7:45 and I have my coffee brewing in the background. I don't know if you can hear it, but I definitely need my coffee. I did not sleep the best last night. I have been pretty busy this week, so I haven't really picked my camera up much, but I did film one of my leg days, so I will be throwing that in the video. Coffee's done, beautiful. So I'm gonna make my coffee and then come back and talk to you. All right, now that I have my coffee and I somewhat feel like a human again, I'm gonna take my vitamins, and after I take this, I am going to go and get ready because my hair is, I slept with it. I showered at like 1:30 in the morning. I went to bed so late last night. I worked until about midnight just on my laptop. I was working on one of my girlies' new meal plans. And so yeah, I worked on that and I am going to go and get ready. After I get ready, I am going to pop on and do like her little like intro video and just go through her plan with her, just so that way she has the weekend to kind of prepare. And tomorrow we're going to do kind of like a mock check-in, which is going to be really nice. So yeah, I'm going to send that off to her. I then am going to be meeting a friend of mine in town, and we're going to do like a little Saturday thrift trip. I feel like I haven't done a Saturday thrift trip in so long because I've been working on Saturdays. But this morning we're making time for it before my showing. So I just have one showing today, and that is going to be after our thrift trip. But yeah, it'll be really nice. I feel like I'm seeing so many people this weekend. Ty is away. He is like with like the husbands, we'll say, whatever. And so yeah, this week I'm seeing a couple of the wives, and I am also gonna get together with one of my other friends this weekend too, and just try to get out and fill my cup with connection as much as possible this week. It's something that I really want to try to do more of, because life can get busy, work can get busy, and it's so easy to just want to be like, okay, I want to rot now and not talk to anyone, because my job is so very much like people focus heavy. But I really need to be better at like maintaining connections and keeping up with friendships and just getting together with people, because I always feel so much better after I do. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. So that's on the agenda. And then I am going to do my Saturday leg day after in the afternoon after my showing. So that's the game plan. I will likely talk to you later. Hey, it is now Saturday evening, and I wanted to pick this up because I just did a big like ingredient prep sort of thing. So I wanted to kind of show you what I prepped. I've been eating a lot of sweet potatoes. I tried having russet potatoes last night, and my stomach, I just feel like I didn't digest them the best. So we went back to sweet potatoes today, and I did batch prep like a bunch of them in the oven, and I made some more chicken, and then I made some more rice as well. So I just wanted to kind of like, I don't know if you can see that here. All right, so yeah, there's my sweet potatoes. I just did them on a baking sheet in the oven, and I think I baked them at 375 for like an hour and 20 minutes, and then I just turned the oven off and let them sit in the oven probably for, I want to say, 40 to 45 minutes. They get really syrupy, so I really love doing that. And then I just like cook my chicken in a pan, and I find that the fond kind of gets it all saucy, which is really yummy. So I do that, and then I did do my rice in my Instant Pot. Is the meal prep update. I don't even know what footage I have and what footage I don't, but today was just honestly such a really fun day, a really nice day.
I woke up this morning and I went and I got coffee with one of my friends. I hadn't seen her in quite some time, so it was really nice. We went out and did a little Saturday thrift, and then we went and got a coffee. And then after that, I did have one showing, but it's literally just with one of my friends, so I got to see her too, so that was awesome. And then after that, I went to the gym and I hit my like lower A, so like my split restarts over as of today. So yeah, my first leg day of my split. And then I did do some posing. I did not have to do cardio today because I just do my cardio 5 days a week, and I just do it Monday to Friday. So my Saturday leg day, I don't have to do it, which is so nice. So I did have like a posing call with my coach this week, which I don't even remember if I touched base with you on like what coach's feedback was after our check-in on Tuesday. Her feedback was no changes. So this week we still ran the same calories as last week. Cardio was still 30 minutes on the Stairmaster. Steps were still 11K a day. And then we did hop on a posing call on Thursday, just so she could kind of see where I was at in real time, because when I submit my check-ins, I do like a posing video that I send in, but we just wanted to kind of see real time. And it was also my first time ever like FaceTiming her and meeting her that way. So that was really nice. And yeah, we got some good tweaks in there too. And she was like, girl, you're picking this up quick. So I was really trying to implement that today. I do try to practice my posing like once a day. And after that, I ended up coming home, and then I FaceTimed with one of my really good friends who lives out west. So that was so nice. We had like a good, almost, I want to say like hour and a half, 2 hour FaceTime date. So that was really, really lovely. It's so nice to just catch up, and I miss her with my whole heart. So yeah, it was really sweet to get to chat with her. And after that, I just had dinner, and I was like, I kind of had this stuff in the oven and kind of prepping while I was on FaceTime with her. And then I just ate, and then I cleaned up the kitchen, and I put my PJs on, and here we are. So, all right. So I just walked on the treadmill for about 20 minutes, and I got my steps in. So before I went on the treadmill, I did put my creamy out to kind of sit and like thaw a little bit. So I am now going to spin this up, and I'm going to eat this, and I'm going to eat it in bed, okay? And I'm going to make a tea as well. I love to have my tea with my creamy. So I'm going to start the kettle, going to get my creamy out and get this rocking, okay? Also, side note, I did just get an email that said that my attendance to the Toronto Pro Show was approved. I didn't know that I applied, but maybe my coach did for me, but that's pretty cool. So I'm pumped about that. And that is the weekend of June 13th. I do have a show the week before that, and my first show is officially 12 weeks out as of today. So then this would be like, 13 weeks? But once again, did not know that I applied for this. I thought that I had to qualify for it at the first show. I don't know anything about this sport. Cool. Yeah, this is why I have a coach, because she does this for me, and I love that. So thank you, Adair. Thank you so much. But I'm gonna get my creamy rocking and tea brewing. Happy Sunday, everyone. It is just after 9 in the morning, and it has not started snowing yet, but we're supposed to get like a crazy snowstorm today. So I don't really know what I'm going to do today. I was going to try to go to the grocery store and maybe go for a walk with my friend, but I'm like, ooh, should we be walking? There's like a literal like crazy storm, orange storm watch notification, whatever the heck that means on the Weather Channel. So slightly concerning, but I did just want to pop on here and end out this video because I do not think that I will pick this up today anymore. I do have some stuff going on. So I did just do one of my girlies check-ins, and she is looking incredible. Like, man, I love this so much. Like, this brings me so much joy. Just like seeing people just kind of like discover a side of themselves that maybe they didn't know that
they quite had yet. And not even just in a physical sense, but like a mental sense as well. And just watching my girls just grow and learn and create these habits, and it really just brings me so much joy. So yeah, I did one of my girlies check-ins. I wanted to get it done bright and early because I was so excited, and I'm just waiting on my other girlie to submit her check-in. I will do that one today as well. I am also writing an offer today and potentially a second one. So it is just kind of like a work from home morning. And it is my rest day today. So like food wise, I don't really have to follow like my pre and post workout macros. So I might have a little bit of fun with it, and I might go to my chicken coop and see if we have eggs, because I kind of want to do like my egg banana pancake recipe. So if there's 2 eggs, I have my banana already, so I'll make that up for breakfast. And yeah, other than that, like I said, I might go into town this afternoon, but we're going to see how the weather is looking. But I did just want to come on here and say thank you once again for watching. I'm having so much fun just doing this. I don't know why, but I'm really loving doing this. And I'm just going to edit my video hopefully this afternoon and get this set up for tomorrow. But thank you so much for coming along on this journey with me, and thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next one. Bye.